I first started off as a mechanic, but then my back wouldn't, it was kind of a backup, no pun intended there, for my struggling photography career. My back couldn't handle the mechanics, and I didn't want to be the struggling artist forever. Eventually got into being an electrician, a journeyman electrician. And it all kind of just, it came about to where it was all out of necessity as I started myarchive.com. I can remember back in the mid 80s, we rented a video camera. Our daughter at the time had to go in for open heart surgery, and everything went great. But we took the camera out for a day and just, a day in the life type of thing, in case we lost her.
Mm-hmm.
And then back in about 96, 97, I sat my dad down and just asked him questions about his life. What was childhood? What was a gallon of milk cost? What was your first car, your first bike? What'd you do? He was a paper boy for like 50 years, it seemed like. All these little things about his life that you will lose. Those memories, you're getting it straight from the person who's living them. You're not getting something that's just written down or something like that. You get it straight from them. So what I did is I made a DVD of it. Well, about 10 years later, my dad passed away a couple of years after that. About 10 years later, where's the DVD? Is it scratched? Oh, I could just burn another one. Well, what computer did you burn that off of? So it started to snowball, and then I had the family photo album, and okay, well, that might pertain to a half a dozen other people in the family. They don't have the family photo album. So you can make copies of it, but then how do they make copies of copies, taking things down to family, preserving their legacy? So I was trying to think of a better way to preserve, pass on legacy. Your digital legacy is what we have nowadays. Cradle to grave, we live digitally. And the things out there where we're storing our stuff right now will either delete you in a couple of years or even 180 days if you don't touch it, or you're going to get, a device will crash. What computer is it on? Plus, everybody has 10,000 pictures on their phone, but they have really no memories to those.
So you've seen, shared, and saved a lot of people's memories. Many of them have expressed to you how impactful your service was for them. Do you mind sharing a few of those stories and some of the unexpected things that you've uncovered when you started to do this?
Oh, it's just some of the people you meet from different areas. There was a lady, when I first was starting to show this, she instantly kind of got what we were trying to do because her husband had passed away, and now she had two younger daughters. And the only thing they're going to be able to perceive what their father was like is some snapshots and fading memories of from mom. And then there was an older gentleman I used to work with a million years ago named Frank. He worked at a gas station. He used to wheel around his oxygen bottle trying to make it to 70 because he wanted to get better Social Security. I was talking to him one day, and he said, "Were you ever in the war?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I was in the Second World War." And I'm going, "What'd you do?" He was a B-17 pilot. And it's just, oh my gosh, so many memories they could have got right there. I said, what was it like being, flying a B-17 over in Europe and things like that during World War II? So memories like that. The gentleman I just helped him a couple months ago, we called him the Pirate. Up here in Seattle, we have the Seafair Pirates, and he has stage 4 lung cancer. So we got him signed up. So, did you meet a whole different type of people?